Hi, this is Chris with the Divelbiss support team. Thank you for taking the time to view this e-learning course on using EasyLadder Toolkit to set up the SAE J1939 protocol. We hope this video helps you save time and money. All of our lessons are super easy to use, and we provide application notes and free demo software so anyone can work along. Now let's get started. CAN, or Controller Area Network, uses a two-wire backbone to provide communication to each individual node on the network. CAN networking refers to the physical layer, like the wires, and there are multiple CAN protocols for communicating between devices on a CAN network, like SAE J1939, NMEA 2000, and CAN Open. In this video, we'll be focusing on setting up a P-Series target to use the SAE J1939 protocol, widely used in diesel engine manufacturing. J1939 communication is based on the parameter group numbers, otherwise known as the PGN. PGNs are defined based on a compilation of information. For example, the PGN 61444 is identified as Electronic Engine Control 1. When PGN 61444 is received, it contains multiple data points, and these points are stored in the database by byte number. In the EasyLadder Toolkit, these parameters are accessed by their suspect parameter numbers, or SPNs. Some of the items transmitted with this PGN designation would be the engine speed or the driver's demand torque. By reading the appropriate PGNs, controllers and targets can use the data as set points and values in the ladder diagram. From the project settings, select the appropriate target, and click the Properties button. The Target Properties window will open. From the drop-down menu, select the model or part number of the target. Click the Add Device button. The target's device window will open. All of the available devices and features for the target are shown in the device section. Included as part of the EasyLadder Toolkit is the Divelbiss standard J1939 database. This database has been preloaded with common PGNs and SPNs. If additional PGNs are required that are not included in the standard J1939 database, then the user database must be identified and used during the configuration. A built-in editor is included in EasyLadder Toolkit for creating and editing user databases. EasyLadder Toolkit provides advanced configuration options for J1939. These configuration items may be adjusted if the default configuration is not sufficient for your application. To receive data, use the Function List drop-down menu and select the J1939 Receive PGN. Then click on the ladder diagram workspace where you want to insert the function block. The J1939 Receive Properties box. Using the drop-down menu, select the CAN port for the J1939 network. Along the left side of the dialog box in the panes was a list of PGNs and the configured database. By selecting a PGN, the SPN pane below populates with the supported SPNs for the highlighted PGN. All J1939 data is stored in variables. To set the variables used, click the Map Variables button. The Map Variable dialog box will open. The ER is the error output. It must be connected to an integer variable. This variable will store the status of the last received code. Codes are discussed further in Chapter 14 of the EasyLadder manual. The SA is the source address output. It must be connected to an integer variable as well. This variable will store the source address of the last received message. The DA is the destination. It must be connected to an integer variable. This variable will store the destination address. If the broadcast was a global broadcast, then the DA does not apply. To transmit data, use the Function List drop-down menu and then click on the ladder diagram workspace where you want to insert the function block. Just as before, you need to select the CAN port for the J1939 network. Select the PGN to transmit data as. The SPN pane will update. Select the desired SPN in the SPN pane. The next step is to identify where the SPN data that will be broadcast will be gathered from. All J1939 broadcast data must be mapped from variables. Using the Browse button, select the variable to gather the transmit data from. Click OK when the variables have been set. Tie the function block with the contact on the left-hand rung, and the transmit PGN function block is enabled when transmitting data. The Q output is true when the function block is enabled. More examples and application notes using J1939 can be found here on our website. Next to the Support tab is the Resource menu. The application's notes for the J1939 are found towards the top of the list. Download and open the DLD file. You'll find different implementations of the function blocks and associated logic to read the data and store the information on an SD card. You'll also want to download and save the PDF containing a step-by-step explanation of the ladder program. This concludes our lesson on SAE J1939 protocol with using Easy Ladder Toolkit.
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
But you can get more information following along with our next video and visiting us at Divelbiss.com.